Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully this is all working and we are back up and running with some Factorio. Now, as you may have noticed, there's a large alarm. Where are you, large alarm? Somewhere you'll be flashing. There you are. Okay, great. Yep, so we are back on Novice. I wanted to do a little bit of work while I had some time after our last stream, and what I've done is I've set up holmium cable manufacturing, and this is actually it's a little bit over engineered. There's way too many belts and splitters and nonsense, and I wanted to try making or using boxes as buffers. This is pretty pointless, to be perfectly frank, and involves way too many parts. Should be, or could be, definitely a lot smaller. But holmium plate and plastic come in. Holmium cable comes out, and so much of it comes out I stick it into two trains. I've got a big gap here because I noticed when I was doing some labeling, in fact it might even be in the tech here, holmium solenoid. I suspect that the solenoid will actually feature some of this cable. Yeah, so I decided to be a little bit cheeky and get rid of all this water here. A little bit cheeky and prepare for solenoids to come after the fact. So we've got a bit of a space there. But anyway, speaking of space, we should go back to it. The other thing I did was I have set up the export of cable. Doesn't go anywhere yet, but it will. And the import of concrete, which doesn't really go anywhere yet either, but will. What have I got here? This is kind of embarrassing. I've just realized I already produce concrete somewhere and I export it, and I actually I make concrete on Calipo now. I actually don't think, to be fair, that I make very much concrete. Here, is this it? Yeah, I mean that's pretty pitiful. Why is it so pitiful? Doesn't really matter, to be perfectly honest. So there's just not many bricks coming out of this week production chain up here. Look at it. That's terrible. So yeah, that's a whole thing. We don't have to worry too much about that. But anyway, we do make concrete. I know I will need a lot more in the future. And I need to visit the core because we need to go back to Nalvis, but I need to check something first. So, not Nalvis, Calipo. We are going to get on with things. I guess making concrete was, I don't know, it was entertaining during off-peak times, off-stream times. So the first thing I want to do is check this rocket. Alright, you just launch. I know I need a lot of blue signs up there, so why is it delayed? Don't tell me. What is going on? Ooh, oh, ow. Okay. Come on, let's empty this lot out. Oh my god, they're actually really, really full. Can we get another box down? This is a bit embarrassing. What do we even have up here? I don't know. I don't know if we've got enough boxes. I need the stuff up there so my rocket reusability can continue. You know what? We could just do this. Put on one of these and let the game figure it out. Yeah, there we go. I know that there's those there. Okay, maybe not quite that much. Alright, we'll just leave that for now then. That's going to take forever to empty out. Why is there a supercomputer and a telescope in there? We will never know. Alright, so they're going to empty that out. Great, we'll leave them to it. We'll leave this one to it. And we will head back to Calipo in our dedicated Calipo rocket, which I don't actually have anything loaded in it. I have sent several things to it. to Calipo, but I just haven't messed with Calipo, and I haven't got anything else I think I need. I think I just need to go back. So we shall jump down here. Have we got everything we basically need or could want? I believe so. Don't worry, we are okay. We're going to go to Calipo General. I've had a couple of rockets actually crash, even with this. Well, there were a couple of... They were on about 8. So I guess arguably they were a little lower in the reliability, but never mind. So if you don't know, if you're watching this, this is Factorio with the Space Exploration mod. What was that flashing? Why? That was strange. Okay, fine. So we are now back on Calipo. Let's see what's been going on. So I've actually been a little bit busy. Hopefully you don't mind having missed some small things. So the first thing I've done is I've got a bunch of coal-fired power stations up and running. I've debated doing nuclear, but I just can't really be bothered, to be frank. I would have to ship a bunch of stuff up and then move fuel around, and there's actually enough coal to sustain this with a bit of other fuel topping it up, and I can in theory just put in more of these, more power. I've set up, as you'll see on the map, a lot more grids for mining and power and bits and bobs. So let's have a look. There's some enormous battery storage, but how much storage do we have left? 2.2k. That's fine. So there's a lot of storage, but because night cycle is so long on Calipo, we're all the way out at the edges of the solar system. Because the night cycle is so long and the solar power is so weak, we do need it. Right now, as you can see, if I go to N, you can see the actual daylight without my daylight mods, and it's nighttime. So we're relying on both the... we're meeting fine, but if we were to ramp up production, we'd start chewing through this accumulator charge. Other stuff that's going on, so I've started mining, or setting up to mine all this beryl. I can't do anything with it yet, but it's there. And all the way, and we're going to get onto Cryonite. We're going to be smashing some Cryonite soon. All the way over here, more beryl. And I just wanted to get the whole little train system running, because the train system and the grid makes life much more manageable at scale. So over here, eventually, I should have just moved the map there. It would be a lot easier. Over here, there is some coal. So this is running to give us coal for our power. That took a little while to set up. I also have iron and stone being mined, which, as you'll see in a second, we're turning into concrete, and we can export around the galaxy. There's a fair amount of iron and a fair amount of stone here, so pretty easy to set up and to have mined and exported from Calipo as a hub for that. Possibly a little expensive a place to export from at the edges of the solar system, but I'm just not fussed. It's not really a problem. So this is really simple. Little bit of stone comes in, gets smashed into sand. It also gets baked into bricks, and then all of this, the bricks, the sand, and some iron all get baked into iron rods, all get baked into concrete with a bit of water, and then we export it. And as you can see, we've got rockets just waiting around to export. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to get more work done in the Cryonite space. So we've done our Cryonite crushing here and shipped it across, ready for some Cryonite processing. And if I was smart, what I would probably do is, actually I don't really care about this, is set up washing here and allow, if I need to bring in more trains of Cryonite if I really want to ramp things up. So from memory, to wash Cryonite, I need to do it in a chemical plant. And it's a pretty simple recipe, but it has some outputs to deal with. So water goes in and water comes out. Stone and washed Cryonite come out too. And we're going to need chemical plants for this. So how am I going to want to do it? That's terrible. Don't do it like that. I probably want washed Cryonite, and I'll get 4 in a row because we want to accelerate and amplify things, even though this is going to just massively chew through the power. Something like that. So the water coming out is a bit of a pain, to be perfectly frank. Having a little think. Do we want to do it like that, or do we want to get cute and do some kind of... This could... Just trying to think if this would actually be good. That would fix those two. And then these two like this. What I'm thinking is the opportunity to fit like water stuff in. So this one would be Cryonite in, Cryonite in. Just trying to, could we do, if we rotated this, so we could do something like this where water comes in. No, that doesn't really work. Water has to come in from up here and then it goes out. No, it doesn't. Out and then in. So yeah, let's have a look and see if this would actually make sense. Water comes out and then goes in, but we also need water to come in. And then water goes out and then in. And then water would also... Yeah, it doesn't really work, does it? Because we need the double ends. Okay, we're just going to have to be a lot less cute. I think we're going to need like all of it facing the same way. So water comes in, and then goes out. And it could actually all connect up like this. So does that make sense? I actually think that will just connect up a bit like that. Pondering all of this manufacturing. And then of course we would just have water come in like this. And I need to, and then we'll just have Cryonite, whatever it is, the washed Cryonite, come out like this, which we'll do like that. So we can, so that just goes middle, 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 and power, something like that, and like this, and bomb, 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 and let's check the, hang on, let's make sure we got that right. It picks up a bunch, wash Cryonite, it takes in not a lot, so we can definitely double this. Now this is a bit of a pain. Okay, we have to move it over one, of course, because it wouldn't make sense to just have it exactly right the first time, right? If that was where it was, it needs to go there. Okay, game, you figure it out, okay? Alright, other drones are coming. I do like having such a small map. Like, the drones just, they're always available. No! Okay. Alright, come on drones, figure it out. So I think that is quite scalable. We might even be able to add one more length on. Come on, drones, get on with it. that's going to look good. And like that. That goes in. Power's going in eventually. Oh, ooh, we've got a weird silliness on the power supply. I'm not even that worried about it. And what do we got here? More pipes. I wish to know where all of my drones are. Some of them before got lost. What are they even doing? Okay, they're still traveling. Fine. So that looks to me to be effective. Oh, let's put a little pipe up there. Oh no, that's fine. So that comes down. All the output water comes down. Yep, so water comes in, output water comes this way. Will it backlog? I'm thinking, I don't think it will, but I'm kind of going to make sure that it doesn't. Some way. So Cryonite comes in, we're going to have the water get pushed out back into the network, and we will have a pump off to the north here somewhere, which will have some water, and I've got a little bit. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, not that big. What are we doing? Always like my little puddles. And is that going to be weird? I hope not. I mean, I don't know how to make the prioritization work. I'm worried that water's going to back up. But I don't know how to prioritize one pump over the other. But we'll see. I think it'll balance. I think it'll just figure itself out. Now, okay, cool. I think this is all fine. No, not cut. Control copy. And I should just be able to do a... Oh, God, pains. Blueprints for the chemical plants can't be flipped, which is silly. Okay, we can do that. Which lines that up. And then we can do... Oh, then we can put the chemical plants in. Yep. Okay, that's looking pretty solid. And then we can come down the outside of this. And stick that on there. Yep. And chuck a pipe in here. And how much water is this using? Oh, barely any. So we can definitely chuck a little pipe across and go sideways to... Yeah. How's that looking? That looks pretty good, actually. I reckon that is pretty good looking. So it's going to take almost 2 belts. It's going to produce almost 2 belts of washed cryonite and crushed cryonite, and only a washed cryonite. Only produce 1, or take 1. That's kind of unusual. Can I duplicate this across? Yes. I can even... I don't know if I want to share the water. I don't mind being a little excessive on some of these things. Not min-maxing everything completely. Although... there is some attractiveness to that. And power saving is always good. The only downside is I will have to do that, or I risk something not translating through. Alright, so that is... how much was that actually consuming again? Only one belt. See, the thing with it producing so much is it doesn't seem sensible to me to extend these further down, because all that's going to happen is that I'll end up saturating too many belts. So nearly 2 full belts is good. Now I've got nearly 4 full belts. A bit less than, but not much. Would it... actually... could I do another length? It was... one of these, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I mean, I could try 2, 3, 4, and then I have to do the whole thing all over again. Okay, now sort of thinking, which is never a good sign. What is that looking like now? That I'm hoping is 40, so that's almost 1 belt. Yeah, actually this is better. That's annoying. So what we have to do is that over here as well, and then I have to exactly copy the right system here to get it to work without overlapping in a weird way. Have I got it to work? I think I have. I just need some pipes. Alright, I'm thinking that produces 4 full belts. No station... what? Uranium ore? Oh, actually that doesn't surprise me back on the home planet. But we have so much uranium kicking around. I think we're going to be alright. It's just nuke fuel for Africa. Not that I want to provide nuclear fuel to Africa. That might be unfair. So it's looking fine. Good, good, good. Are we out of green-handed... Oh, of course we are. This is the bit where you get a little bit annoyed and you have to come back to here and specify... where are we? Calipo. Yeah, I've marked it on the map. So I want to specify... just give me like... give me logistics... give me like 500 of those. Yeah, and now on their way 192. So we I feel like we need to make a brief check of belts and inserters. Do we have some artificial limit on these? Yeah, we do. let's just have 0 artificial limit. Game, make me as many as you possibly can. Why do we limit anything? Yeah, okay, that's sensible. That's all the things. And more belt, no limits all the time. And do I have other stuff? I've got lots of express belt. I think I have enough splitters and what have you. 100 and... yeah, there's quite a few. Let me just check. Splitter, yeah, there's plenty there. Okay, so these are going to produce quite a lot, and we conveniently have 4 belts worth of washed cryonite coming in, so we are going to be able to just bring that stuff straight down. It should hopefully not expend us or cause too much issues. Did I calculate that wrong? How much does it absorb? 110? Oh yeah, that's 45. Slightly, a couple of the last factories are not going to be operating all the time. That's okay. Like, eventually there's going to be a backup anyway, because we're not going to be shipping like a constant supply of this somewhere. Here we go. I'm tempted to actually put this on the train network now, because this is so nice and duplicatable. I could just put a train down here and move it to the next station rather than running stuff everywhere, running belt everywhere. So that is... Oh, we've got to remember the stone. What are we going to do about stone? I think we're going to ship it. Loading left over here. It's worth remembering, which I will try not to do, that I've actually set this on a different network. That actually doesn't, I don't think it actually matters, because what I've noticed is that LTN seems really smart about knowing where we're at, and surface ID -1. I guess some binary thing. It means all possible networks here, so that's fine. So what I should be doing is chuck a filter. I don't need, well, do I need it filtered? Output priority right should be stone. And we're just going to punch it in. And we've set this, we need to set this priority 2. Priority 2. What? Request priority, provide priority. I'll make it 3 even. So what that'll mean is when concrete needs stuff, it'll try and draw it from here first. So in that way, I hope that I don't cause a massive backlog. Don't need all of these. Oh, no. What am I saying? I do need that one and that one. So again, yeah. I wonder how many of these we can fit in. Is it exactly 4? It is exactly 4. That'll work for now. It's a bit clumsy, but it'll do. There's going to be so little stone going through. I don't expect this to be a problem for a while. Yeah, we can just live with this. Oh, look at first little bit of stone production. How exciting. And no, always do that. Somehow I always slip. It's very, very frustrating. Alright, that's sweet. The rest of the stuff can just take a jump and head out the bottom of the map, or just straight ahead as the case may be. And there's 4 belts. I think we can afford to put in a short balancer here. Keep things nice and tidy. And then just bring things straight in. I feel like perhaps even on Agni, where I haven't run a train network, if I just decided to set up a train network at the start and brought out the basic resources, you know, trains and stuff to do that, life would have arguably been a little bit easier. Running belt all the way across the map gets tiresome, and I don't think it, yeah, here we go, I don't think it helps much, you know, it doesn't. Are we going to send a rocket with that many? Yes, we are, because we are wasteful. So that's essentially. Why are you all? Oh, you're all stopped up because there's no inserters. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. That's pretty effective. Is that absorbing? It's going to absorb basically all of our output. And the next station we need to go to is we need to set up a. What we got? Washed cryonite rods. Washed cryonite in a furnace. Crafting time. Bam. So if I put it up here, I could then actually just pipe the outputs. I might train the outputs. I could just pipe them straight across. Unloading left. I often do top to bottom. I don't know if anyone's noticed this. Is that normal? Is that a human thing? Is that how we work in our strange ways? It's book of stations, short balance. Yep. So, get rid of all of that. Oh, there's something funny going on where when I press E these days, stuff doesn't get put away. So we got these. We need the industrial furnaces. What is the? How many do I pick up with? I think it's 3, isn't it? Yeah. So let's just figure out how many, because we're gonna, in theory, have an entire blue belt coming off. Cryonite rods. How long do they take to make? Yep. Smack down one of these. Alright, so what does that do? What does that do for us? What does it make? Whoa, that's slow. Holy. Really? That is so slow. Wow. What are we going to do about that? That is a little confusing. That means we can run a really enormous, stack. I'll just get rid of this, keep it clean. So, we could easily put you there. And we might do things a little different from how we normally do them. And we can have a central output vein that runs like this. And it's going to be very easy for this system to sort of do its job. Well, how can I keep this nice and symmetric? I mean, I could go like this, middle, belt, middle. Yeah, and then we can just go. Well, of course we can't do it easily. Tingle, tingle, tingle. We can chuck power. Can chuck power. Actually, that doesn't need to be there for the output, so we can put 1 power. I really wish the power was symmetrical. It's my biggest issue with life in general, is the power systems not being symmetrical. Like, what would that even do? Does that get to 12 per second? Not even 1 belt. So we could put a split belt, making it. I mean, you could split a belt 4 ways, and you're still not pushing it, which is a bit weird. Can I just double this? Like I suspect I can. I just need. What do we like for industrial furnaces? Oh, we got plenty of industrial furnaces. Here they come. It would seem sensible to try and get to at least the same amount of, like 1 belt per stack. That's still consuming 25, which is only slightly more than 1 belt. No, sorry, it's what am I saying? It's slightly more than, yeah, 1 belt for that. No, half a belt, slightly more than half a belt for that entire stack, which is ridiculous if you ask me. So this will come down here. Could we just add it a little bit more, as we were discussing on the other planet, to get this up to something like that? No, it does have to kind of be there, doesn't it? And then this last one can just go here, and we can output the cryonite rods to here. I mean, what is that like? That's ridiculous. That is just so silly. Really? Ooh, okay, yeah. We're starting to max out the capacity of the belt. So that's fine. I think we can just go with one of those. But we're not going to settle for just one, of course, because that would be silly. Why settle for one of anything in Factorio when you have the option to produce just an absolute ton more? Industrial furnaces, they're so good. And you're just all on your own down there. Well, too bad, pal. You can toughen it up. Now if I go blueprints with industrial furnaces cannot be rotated. Don't know why. It could just pretend that the furnace was not being rotated. Because visually it doesn't make a difference or anything, so I'm confused as to why it does that. Caldeus, what are we pumping into this? I just got to check, or we will. It's only got 15. Why is that so poor? What is the bottleneck on making a metric ton of these? Gears. Like, really, drones? Like, make more gears. How hard is it? Are you making enough gears? Yes. What is power low? Would this help? It would help a little bit because that's just crawling. Okay, right, that's fine. We'll just trust it. Leave it alone. Where are all the rest of my... oh, man. Carcass. What? Of course. Is that a... wow. What? Nalvis orbit? Is Nalvis orbit even okay? Where did it crash? Oh, what was even in it? Oil. That's a pain because those are all my barrels that I... Heavy oil. Okay, so I actually have... That's kind of helpful. I hadn't thought about that. I've got this little system here on on some of the platforms where if there's an issue or I have spare barrels, they get loaded into here. So that's going to mean the barrels stay within our network, which is good. But it's a pain that everything crashed because it did damage and we lost some, almost certainly some stuff in the process. Now, why are we not... Are we honestly out already? I wouldn't be surprised. What does it say we're short on? 14. 14 green bits. That's a pain. So these are slowly loading. And this is effectively locked up. Yep. That is producing. That is all fine. Why are you red? Oh. Because we haven't told you what to make. Copied that error across. What? Are you not able to export? Oh, okay. Around here, I need to do my little doubling trick so that I load both sides. Wow, it's still pretty at capacity. And this is going to just eat so much power. Okay, so it's kind of a dirty way of getting both sides loaded, but at least we're seeing more production now. We're not seeing quite the same backlog. I mean, there probably still will be, but yeah, you know, life goes on. It's not all about complete optimization. A little bit of optimization is good. That makes you sleep well. Feel like you've done a good job. You have delivered on your destiny to run a well-efficient factory. Are we seeing it now? Why is... What? Oh! We are having water backlog problems. How do we manage that? What if we just did that? I suspect the game will hate it. As I thought. Yeah, these pipes are full. And it doesn't know what to do with that water. I have some ideas. Okay, cool. I've got ideas. I've got ideas for this. I think I can figure it out. Alright, so first of all, let's disconnect the outputs here from the inputs. So that's the input and the output can be on its own. No, hang on. Now I've confused myself. So what I want to do is basically have a tank, and it's going to push water out and toggle. So I need to set up some tanks, which I will do. I'll just do the tanks first, get them set up. Yeah, that's kind of the middle, isn't it? So we'll have something like this. And what we will do is, I'm just going to clean up a whole bunch of pipes that are confusing me. And also just briefly check back on Novice, because I want to see that we're getting a lot more inserters. Calipo, where are you? Agni, Calipo. Oh, there we go. We were in the wrong place. 31 inserters, is that all? That is ridiculous. So water goes in, that goes great, and then water goes in. Yep, don't need all of that. Water comes out and water goes in. So let's just put that there. And we will does it? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, fine. Water. Okay, so water goes in. Water comes out, and it's going to end up in the cistern, basically, and we will do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so that's filling up this one. You, my friend. I'll try and keep it the same. I don't quite know why I made the other one a bit weird derpy looking, but that's fine. So what is going to pile in? Why are you not happy? Just because you're full. Yeah, I can accept that. Full, 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 full. At least the water is flowing. What we'll do now is create a pump system no, not quite. Yes. Okay, pump, pump, pump. And I think some of you can probably see where I'll be going with this. We'll put a power pole in the middle, and we'll connect a green wire from that to that, and to the same thing. Right, so if the water is less than 1000, I want this pump to be on, and if the water is greater than 950, I want that one to be on. That should be disabled by control behavior. So now in theory, these are just going to endlessly toggle back and forth, probably in some disgusting power hungry kind of flippy floppy switchy thing. That's a very technical term, but we will survive. Wow, we've made it up to a mighty 40. That is ridiculous. So I think I've solved that problem, and that should be eminently duplicatable, which is good. So if I do want to grow the production, I can do it. Now, next, how were we looking up here? Oh, just so short on green stuff. That being said, I should just be able to split one of the lines, and 32, still can't believe that. 32 is actually, it's basically 2 lines, because I can't split it evenly, so we'll just go with 2. And down like that. And from there, do I create another one? Kind of feel like it. So we take that, and we'll just smack it right there. So in theory I could put in 4 lines. I can just put in another station. I wish I'd moved this over ever so slightly. That would have been nice. How's that looking? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I'm okay with that. And these 2 lines should easily be able to start filling a station. Loading left. Doesn't need to fill a station. I just want to move it over here. So actually, it probably doesn't need to fill a station. It can just come straight over. Save me the train trips and fuel and stuff. So this has been a slightly weird way of doing things. And I should be able to just do this and put down a rocket, and then can't do it yet. And then that will work, and then likewise, but I don't even know if I need to do that. I just use these. Bang. Oh, everything's already there, so I can just go like that, put it here. I can get... Do I have an alarm for any of these? I don't think I do. Disappointing. I'm embarrassed for myself, but I'll survive. Fuel is all there, ticking away. Actually, what I need to do is to put a pump in, because we were not moving stuff fast enough. Bang. There we go. That'll do that. So we got fuel and parts. That's all happy, happy. Ooh, do I actually... What even is that? No, not request from buffer chests. That's ridiculous. That would have picked them all up from this chest in an endless loop. Okay, cool. So random spare parts are still making it into here. That's kind of a bit pointless. I think that can just be that. No, no, not like that. Okay, just that. There we go. Landfill's all there, that's all there, rockets there, parts are there. Has this loaded it up? No, because we don't have anything. We need the bits that we need. Now this 49. Whoa, that is terrible. I'm embarrassed. I hope you're embarrassed for me. Like, who could imagine such pitiful production? So this and this, two belts worth, and that could easily expand to 4 if we somehow accept that I've put this too high. So no, come here. Just get the drones to do it. Come here, clean up. Cool. Do what your master bids. One bad click of the mouse, isn't it? Across. Okay. No station providing rough data storage substrate. Do I make... Really? That can't be a very long-term problem. Or at least it better not be. That one, and that one, and... Just a... where's the loading one? That one. Come here. Give me that. Why do I do... yeah, actually I do want to put them into a storage chest. This is one of those times where I do. Because that way there's going to be a huge buffer, which would be good. And that buffer can sit right there. And... yeah, no, that's fine. Like, maybe we'd want it a bit different, but that's fine. And we can go like that. If need be, we can fit in more, and bingo bongo, that will fill that. That's fine. And then this one, I have the one small gold letter left, so not enough. Oh, get out of my inventory. Always pick that junk up. Take it up and then stick it in a box. Alright, so that's good. How are we looking on Nulvis? Do I just send one lonely rocket? With, yeah, I think I do. Where are we? Calipo. There we go. Wow. Yes, launch. Let's do it. Screw it. I don't mind. So that is... Have we even got enough? 78. It's so embarrassing. Now this. We need your next rocket for the next trick. I should really set up the messaging system that goes back and forth and tells tells each item what is required where. I think you know what I mean. Like I've got back in the main area. Whereas, you know, so over here, there's this whole signaling process, which slowly fills the rocket up. My only problem with that is it's annoying. Why? Where? What? Where? Wow. Oh, okay, cool, cool. That's all done. Awesome. So we can actually send this up and get the science moving. Yes. Okay, cool. That's all loading up again. Science is off. Yeah, that seems fine. And as for us, do we have... Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Out come all the bits. Bingo, 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 bingo. Those are all done. And... oh, everything else is looking pretty done. Cool. So you should be... oh, I see. You're sort of still providing 55k. Stacks of 50. Okay, that's great. So up you come up to here. Let's request 38,000 Cryonite rods on network 3. And we want... oh no, Cryonite powder. Where is it? Yeah, washed Cryonite. Minus 38,000. Network 3, connect the combinator to the semi-jiggle. And now we get to watch it all come rushing in. Is it going to toggle? It's going to toggle. Is it going to toggle? Is the train going to go? Yes, there we go. Still missing a few grabby hands. It's very sad, but hey, that's all right. We'll get most of it done. Off goes the train, doing its little rainbow job. And now we've got these cool colors, so they'll come in a beautiful shade of blue when it loads up. Eventually. It may or may not. Will it? It might not. Maybe it's already black. I'm just going to assume it. Yeah, there we go. Blue. Blue train. And another one. Now, is this working? Yeah, it is. It is. What I want to do is actually, I should put a bit of a... do I put a crossover? Does it matter? Don't know. I'm going to put that in. I have a suspicion that as I've somehow reached some kind of threshold, I'm just getting, or it's the distance or something, I'm getting more flights damage, because honestly I've had 4 off-course rockets for the first time ever in an incredibly long time. It seems very odd that I've suddenly got them. Set the filter. Yoink. Okay. Cooking, 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 and out come the Cryonite rods. I've never seen them in person. We'll follow them down. Beautiful. Look at all of that glow, and look at my power. Ooh. So I'm currently steam engineing it. Oh, the solar panels are picking up because the sun's coming back. So they just hovered around for ages. So in the last hour, you can see we've had a lot of solar panels. They've died off when the sun went down. I don't know why the solar panels will have done that. Maybe that's a demand thing. They reached peak demand or peak production. So steam engines picked in, and then the steam engines have been slowly kicking in, and then the accumulators have gone in as the steam engines have rocketed with this recent... okay, well, we'll see what happens. I don't know if this is all good or bad. Why? Oh, we're waiting on stuff over here. Yeah. It would be nice if I had at least one, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's just check on Nelvis, see if we can just send another pointlessly empty rocket and waste all of that resources. But hey, there's more important things than resources. Oh well, I can send 8. Wow. That is ridiculous. That is so stupid. Hey. Yeah. So, Cryonite rods are done. That's pretty... I'm pleased with that. Even if the production isn't really there and we're going to struggle. Do we have... got more accumulators, which is good. Washed cryonite, barrel. Barrel's really the next thing to worry about. Yeah, barrel's the next thing to worry about to make beryllium. Oh wow, we really have top things out here at some massive number. Alright, that's fine, I guess. We do have all the stations set up ready with barrel. What is the complaint up here? Why am I seeing a stuck train station? What is the... Oh. No wonder it's a bit confused. As soon as one of these isn't set filter properly, the whole station just won't unload properly and everything backs up in a horrible way. It's really, really terrible. But these are working. You know what though, I think we are going to have to export a nuclear power station to this planet along with nuclear fuel. Which makes me wonder how I'm going to do that. I mean, I can send a single rocket with enough nuclear fuel to last it hours and hours. It's probably have to do it manually. That probably is the way to do it. I just head to Nalvis and I can just go to the nuclear fuel section now and just get it kind of queued up. Where is it? Over here. So as you can see, we have just vast amounts of nuclear stuff. And there's no reason not to make a ton of it. Do I want to? Yeah, maybe I do. There's Agni, there's Calipo. Can I just put one of these down and tell it to pick up nuclear fuel? And then I can set these as kind of like little... I've already got this one with all of the stuff I originally set on the very first rocket, so I can compare and contrast what I did or didn't put. Maybe just use that as a template for a future rocket. Okay, wow, I think we've got enough lights, guys, and probably enough of those for now as well. I just need way more, and this is bugging me. I need way more inserters, and we're just not making them. I should have had gears direct insert rather than rely on stuff, but it is what it is. And this one, that's fine. Remember, this is working a bit better now. Yeah, I mean, normally I just think it's probably unusual to produce so many. I'm even going to be a bit cheeky and do that. So we've got double the buffer for the future. Seems to be the only way. Okay, Calipo. I want you to request nuclear fuel. And a whole pile of it, which I'll probably set up offline, will be way more than that we can ever use. I know that if we were to go to... I can use this... Yeah, I can use this here, this logistics request manager, to set a request on a blue box for everything. In fact, why don't I just do that now? I can get it moving. I won't do it on camera because it'll be a bit fiddly. But I can do this part, I think. And what we can do is actually set the blueprint, which don't think I can do from here, but what I do is I'll set on this chest everything that nukes require to go into this box, and when that is done, I'll put it all into this box and then we'll stick it in the rocket. And in this way we will be able to yep, copper's away. In this way we'll be able to... I'm going to send this. Yeah, in this way we'll be able to set up all the ingredients and recipes for a standard nuclear power station as per one of the ones we have on the grid somewhere, and we can use that. Where are you, nuclear power stations? There's enough of them around. There's one. Copy that, get all the blueprint ingredients, stick it on a box and send it off. Okay, we got glass going as well now. Alright, take me back to Calipo. Calipo shipping. Have we got any more coming in? Another 5. Okay, fine. Just send this one. I'm tired of hearing that noise. Okay, right. Yeah. So I think that'll work okay. And actually no, let's just have a look what it's like in the day. What is it? Okay, well I guess there's really like a lot of solar panels and not much demand because we're not producing much. But as soon as I pick up more arms and head over to here, it's gonna go bananas. Well, I don't mind that. We need to set this up first. And now we can do that. Is it getting through enough 4 at a time? I feel like it could take 1 more, eh? 2 more actually. Yeah. Like you want to be not backlogging your entire system just to load a chest. That seems silly, doesn't it? So if actually I can do it over here. It's this setting. If the rocket is built, put stuff in the rocket. Oh, wow. Okay, that's kind of stupid. Okay, wow. How am I going to get all this stuff out? Oh my god. Did I even get rid of enough? Oh my god. This is going to be a pain. Yeah, well, we got the inserters in before we could get the green cables on them. So they just promptly loaded up the entire rocket with this junk. Okay, let's take these out while they fill that. Did they get picked up by the drones? I think they did. They got taken right out. Oh, I can do that to help speed things up. There we go. Oh, what a job. Such is the nature of a Factorian. We unpacked so many rocket parts for this. Very annoying. So I'm curious if anyone's watching, let me know if you've tried space exploration. It is quite the mod. Like I'm amused that it's managed to keep me entertained. I mean, I do sort of come and go a bit from it, but you know, play a bit of Factorio for a while and then do something else. But there always is something to do, and the challenges always seem to be just nicely paced so far. And I know that I'm not massively deep into the system yet. I think I'm pretty deep. I mean, hopefully there's not a lot of just duplication. And I think it's been really good to establish that original, very first massive colony on the planet. I think that's been a real boon. And that works really well. Why are you not... You're feeding that way. You're feeding that way. You seem a bit backed up. Oh, it's because these guys don't have enough production. Now their magic arms are out and the production's going to skyrocket. Except we're out. Ah, what a waste. And very annoying. There we go. Density increases. That's heaps. We don't have anywhere that wants Cryonite yet, but once we do, it's going to be amazing. So really the next cab off the rank is... Ah, cool. rocket reusability is done. I don't want to go up that high. That seems ridiculous. I'm not even going to bother with zone discovery yet. I don't have anything else to work on. I need to get material science and then maybe biology science working as well. Oh, that requires energy science too. Oh my god, there's just so much to do. Look at all of this nonsense. Multiple weird sciences to worry about. Yeah. Spaceships. Yeah. We're going to make spaceships eventually. And we're going to achieve a spaceship victory one day as well. Well, God, maybe. Can you imagine? I'm only this far in and we're 25 episodes. That's ridiculous. And very silly. So, beryl. Beryl's probably going to be another evening. So what we need to do is crush beryl. So we mine it. We've got a heaps of it mined. So we're going to pulverize it. Then we're going to create beryllium sulfite with crushed beryl and sulfuric acid. And that's going to spit out a bunch of sand we need to get rid of, and some beryl and some water. Huh. I don't know what to do with the water. Actually, what am I going to do with the water? Do I have to pump it into the washing system that I've got already? I could add... Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe that's what the beryl and the cryonite are always together. Like if I crushed the beryl over here, washed it up here, I could pump the water. No, here and here. I could pump the water into these buffer tanks. And are you even running? Oh, you just backlogged. Are you happy? Output full. Okay. Yeah, I could pump the water into that network and just top up those tanks and hopefully not break them. Yeah, sulfuric acid back to water. That's not. You have done it. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, there's no pipes there. Yeah, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? Is that the same everywhere? No, just there. In, out. Oh, okay, so now your problems is just your outputs are loaded. That's much better than the alternative. Alright, so those are full. And I guess everything's seized up just because of the outputs are loaded up. Interesting that the stone hasn't gone anywhere yet. I'm hoping we need concrete all over the place. And that's still ticking along, and the rocket's still being loaded, and eventually that'll seize up as well. Okay, it's pretty quick. Yeah, stack every couple of seconds. That's quite manageable. So we're going to spit out water and sand. So we know what to do with the sand. Actually, do we? Because my concrete manufacturing right now might be a bit too self-contained. Oh no. What I can do is make glass with it. But I can't easily prioritize that glass into a rocket. But I could... Yeah, I could put in a station here that takes glass. So this station, I could chuck in a station right here, and it's not going to pick up that much, and it just picks up sand and then pushes it down here, and priority on the inputs from this station, which would do the trick. Actually, that can't be like that, or it'll pick up both belts. But yeah, this would do the trick just fine. So that would be okay. What is glass? It's in 100 stacks, isn't it? So we'll just set that up right away. 76,000 on network 3 and request, and it's going to complain this. No, not glass, sand. That's 38,000. Silly child. 38. Alright, cool. and all of these guys, of which apparently I have like a near infinite amount of these, but I don't have the other ones. I could use these instead, but I don't want to. So these would pump sand out, and then the sand, I'm actually going to set it up right away because I can, basically. How am I going to do that? Just like that? I mean, yeah, just do it like that. Why not? So this would be like priority input from the left, and this one would do the same thing. Priority input from the left, and then we have to make sure there's customers for our concrete out there somewhere. So I guess one of the first things we can do is just concrete the entire of this planet. That makes sense, right? Which makes me think that passive provider warehouse here would make sense. Oh, and of course, I don't have any of these. I'll just do 3 at a time. And then once I actually got concrete down, I'm just going to put down that much, and oh no, they pull it out of the drones know where to pull it out of. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I got like 800 construction drones around here. So there you go. Now I've got a way of getting rid of concrete. I can just set the whole place to be paved, and they'll just go do that. Look at them go. They're amazing. Yay! So concrete's done as an issue, and I can trust them to get on with that. How are we looking at home? Where are my belts? 43 is miserable. So, oh, look at that. How have I managed to do that twice? Did I really do, what? Did I really do that twice? That's weird. Let's just get rid of that. I don't know what that's for. You can go, yeah, there you go. Just put them all in there. That's helpful. So yeah, that's going to be, it's like going to be multiple minutes per fuel, and that should be heaps eventually. So just check the final thing. So once we've washed the barrel, once we've washed the beryllium, we've got sand and water to worry about. We solve that problem, and we create a beryllium ingot, same old-fashioned way, and we ship that home. Because what we want to be able to do ultimately is make these. So the material testing pack, the cold thermodynamics, we have that down pat. Except that contaminated scrap and not so cold thermofluid. I'm actually thinking of some ideas for orbit that might make things a bit easier. This one requires plasma stream and materials. That's fine. We've got those down pat. This is the one that requires iridium, which we don't have. That's an issue. And this one requires iridium, which we don't have. And concrete. So we now got concrete on the space bus. But the iridium is still an issue. But it's too easy. There's some other reason I want beryllium, but I can't remember what it is. So if we look, what are you on? Oh. If we look in orbit, all right, goodbye water barrel. What I was thinking was, this is kind of, yeah, cool, here comes another one coming back again. That's really sweet. I do love this system. This whole system here is now so gummed up that I don't think I can easily jam more in this way. But what I thought was, I could build this way, and I've got a fair amount of room. And in particular, what would be nice about that is I can take advantage of the plasma stream production that's here to pipe stuff that way. All of these I should be able to set up, like if I was to copy that, I'm literally 1 square away. That is just, isn't that just typical? You're always 1 square away. What is it actually? It's 3 to... you know what? I can fudge that. It won't be a perfect... That's not balanced, but I can just have outputs going up. So I can push out upwards and add more things. Like I can add concrete, iridium, beryllium. They can all go this way. And I can also start taking fluids vertically and set up a whole new fluid cleaning and cooling area. I'm even tempted to, you know, I mean, I could expand sideways and just do a massive fluids area, because a pipe back and forth is, you know, a couple of pipes back and forth is all that's required. Because I think we're going to tap out, maybe we're going to tap out these. I've changed a lot of these. I've changed these, for example, to the quicker recipe. So this is the fast cooling. It's more inefficient. That's why this guy is running basically constantly. But it doesn't matter to me that we eat these products, because I just make shit tons of them on the planet. Cosmic water, again, and cosmic gel, yeah, it's not too bad. I can make heaps of that, no problem. So I'm making it a lot, I'm cooling a lot faster, but it's costing more. And I don't know, Moon, it's sort of, these are keeping up. These are keeping up. Maybe we'll see what we do, but that's my plan. So it's probably been enough for me. I've been rambling, but I'm going to tell these to drones to just tile the entire planet, and yeah, I'll just leave them to it. And I hope to catch you in the next episode. I hope you've been enjoying what's been going on so far, doing a few funky and different things, and yeah, catch you again soon. Goodbye.